Hello, and welcome to Easy English Listening. I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. It's so good to have you with us today.
Yeah, we're really happy you're here. Whether you're driving or maybe cooking or just relaxing, this is a time for you to just listen. There's no pressure, no test at the end, just some friendly chat to help you get more comfortable with English.
Exactly. And today we're talking about something I think everyone experiences traveling. Specifically, how to feel confident speaking English when you arrive at a hotel.
Ooh, I love this topic because that moment when you walk into a hotel lobby, you can be tired from your flight, you're carrying your bags, and then you have to speak English. It can feel a little stressful.
Totally. It's like the first challenge of the trip. But we're going to make it easy. So let's imagine we've just walked into the hotel. We go to the front desk. What's the first thing we say, Max?
Okay, so the most common and polite way to start is by saying you have a booking. You can walk up and say, "Hi, I have a reservation under the name Max." Or you can say, "I'd like to check in," or "Checking in, please," and just use your name. And usually they'll ask for your passport or some ID.
That's a great point. And often before you even get to the front desk, especially in a larger hotel, someone might offer to help you with your bags. This person is called a porter or a bellhop.
Yes, the bellhop. But what if they didn't see you and didn't approach you to help, but you have a lot of heavy luggage? What would you do then?
You can ask for help. A simple, "Could you help us with our bags, please?" works perfectly. It can be a huge relief after a long journey.
Yes, definitely. And it's customary to give them a small tip for their help. $1 or two per bag is usually appreciated in the United States, for example. It's one of those little cultural things that's good to know. However, in many other countries, tipping is not expected and not required.
Yes, and did you know, Max, in some countries, like Japan, tipping is not customary and in some cases can be considered rude. Some of the staff may refuse your tips or return the tips to you. Different countries have different cultures, so always do remember to check beforehand.
That's so interesting. Yes, indeed. It always amazes me how different the cultures can be in different countries. Well, I guess that's part of the fun of traveling, getting to experience different cultures.
Definitely. And while waiting for the hotel staff to check you in, a very useful phrase to know is what time is check in and what time is check out.
Oh, definitely. It's a great idea to ask about that. Especially checking out, it is useful because you don't want to be rushing on your last day.
Exactly. I once had to pack my suitcase in about 5 minutes because I got the checkout time wrong. It was not relaxing.
Oh no, I can imagine. Okay, so we've checked in, we have our room key. What's next? For me, it's always about food.
Yes, the most important question of any hotel stay breakfast. So you can ask at the front desk, what time is breakfast served?
Or where is breakfast served? Sometimes it's in a big dining room, sometimes it's in a small cafe. I love hotel breakfasts.
It really is. Do you prefer the big buffets where you can walk around and have everything, or a smaller, a la carte breakfast where you order from a menu and have it served to you?
I think I love the buffet. I get a little bit of everything. Some fruit, some eggs, maybe a little pastry. Okay, maybe 3 pastries.
Oh, only three? You have good self control. Okay, so after breakfast plans, we should probably check out the rest of the hotel, see what's available.
Right. This is when you can ask about the hotel facilities. So you could ask something like, is there a gym or do you have a swimming pool?
That's a good phrase. Is there a, you can use it for anything. Is there a business center? Is there a hotel bar?
Exactly. It's a super useful structure. Okay, Emma, let's be honest. What is the very first thing you do when you get into your hotel room, after you drop your bags?
Oh, that's easy. 100% of the time, I look for the Wi Fi password. It's the most important piece of information in the entire hotel.
Yes, I knew it. Me too. So if you can't find it, you can call the front desk and ask, could I have the Wi-Fi password, please?
That could I have is so polite and useful. Let's repeat that one. Could I have the Wi Fi password, please? Perfect. And you can use that for other things too when you're in your room.
Oh yeah, that's a great point. Maybe you need something extra. I'm always cold, so I often need an extra blanket.
So you could call and say, "Could we have an extra blanket, please?" Or maybe you need another towel. "Could we have some extra towels, please?"
It feels very empowering to know you can just ask for these things. You don't have to be uncomfortable. And this brings us to another important point. What happens if something in the room isn't working?
Right, it happens. Maybe the TV remote has no batteries, or the air conditioning is making a funny noise.
Yeah, a funny noise. That's the worst. So you can call the reception and say, "Excuse me, the air conditioning isn't working."
Or, "I'm sorry, but the light in the bathroom isn't working." The key is to be polite. Starting with "excuse me" or "I'm sorry, but" is always a nice touch. It shows you're not angry, you just need some help.
That's such a good tip. Politeness makes everything easier. So while we are on the topic of asking for things, what about housekeeping or room service?
The luxury of room service. If you want your room cleaned, you could ask, "Could you please send housekeeping to my room?" Or if you want to order food, you might ask, "How do I order room service?"
I've ordered room service maybe twice in my life, and I felt like a movie star both times. It's so much fun.
It really is. Okay, so we've handled the room, we've had our amazing buffet breakfast. Now it's time to go out and explore the city. But we're a little lost.
The hotel staff are usually fantastic for this. They know the area so well. You can go to the front desk and ask for help or directions. For example, could you recommend a good restaurant nearby?
That's my favorite question to ask. You find the best local food that way. Or you could ask for directions, like, "How do I get to the museum?" Or, "Could you help me call a taxi, please?"
Yes, don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what they are there for, and most people are very happy to help a visitor. It's a great chance to practice your English in a real, low-pressure situation.
That's so true. Okay, so our wonderful trip is coming to an end. It's the last morning, we've packed our bags. Again?
Hopefully not in 5 minutes this time, Emma.
Yes, hopefully not. And it's time for the final step, checking out.
This one is usually very simple. You just go to the front desk and say, "Hi, I'd like to check out, please."
Yep, and they'll probably ask for your room number. "Hi, we're checking out of room 402. They'll prepare your bill, you pay, and that's it. You've done it. You've navigated the whole hotel experience in English.
It really does cover so many different situations, doesn't it? From arriving to asking for things to getting help and finally leaving.
It does, and each little conversation is a success. You know, learning a language is a bit like packing a suitcase for a long journey. At first, you just pack the most important things, like hello and thank you.
I like that.
Then, little by little, you add more things, a phrase for a hotel, a phrase for a restaurant, and soon your suitcase is full and you're ready to go anywhere.
That's a lovely way to think about it. Every phrase we talked about today is just one more useful item in your English suitcase. It's not about being perfect, it's just about being able to communicate.
Absolutely. And with that, we're at the end of our little chat for today.
We hope you feel a little more relaxed and confident. No matter what you're doing for the rest of your day, we hope it's a good one.
And here is a little challenge if you want it, just for you. Sometime today, try to use just one small English phrase. It could be saying thank you to someone online, or even just saying good morning to yourself in the mirror.
Yes, because every small step adds up. You're doing great just by listening today. We'll be here with you little by little on your English journey.
That was another episode of Easy English Listening. I'm Emma.
And I'm Max. Thanks for listening and take care.